Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Welcome to the literature class. This is session 2 of lesson 13. I meant to do my homework today. I meant to do my homework today is a poem written by Richard Lane Gellin. Okay? And about the poet, I told you in the previous class also, he was an English author and poet. He was born on 20th January 1866 in UK and died on September 1947 Menton in France. He was known for his famous poem, The Yellow Book. Okay? So children, already explanation is over in the previous class also, but today we'll revise once again. Okay, so I hope you all are having your book. Just see in your book. I am going to show you in the book. So children, here is a book, lesson 13. I meant to do my homework today. So first, what is written over there? Time to start. Let us start this lesson by learning a new word. Procrastination. This word I told in my previous class also, procrastination. It looks like a long and complicated word, but it means something very simple. The action of delaying or postponing something. If you are postponing something for your work, that is procrastination. Okay? So delay doing things. Here are some pictures of level of procrastination. Which one are you? See the picture and tell that which one. First compare yourself. That which one are you? The first one is non-procrastinator. Means does work on time. The boy, the first one, always does his work on time. Second one, Sunday night worker. Waiting for the Sunday to do the work. Delays all weekend. Third one is super procrastinator. Weeks old projects, assignments all in one night. Okay, that girl always do her work, projects, assignment in one night. Next one is master procrastinator, means still procrastinating after last date, waiting for the last date to complete the work. So which one are you? I hope the first one. Yes, because this boy always do his work on time. So let's open the poem, turn the page. Let's read us about the poet who always comes up with weird reason for not doing his work. In this poem, the poet compares himself and talking about himself and giving the reason for not doing his work. So, I am going to recite the poem, children, again for you, and you also repeat after me. I meant to do my work today, but a brown bird sang in the apple tree, and a butterfly flitted across the field, and all the leaves were calling me. And the wind went sighing over the land, tossing the grasses to and fro. And a rainbow held out its shining hand, so what could I do but laugh and go? In the previous class, I told you to underline some words. What are they? Flitted, tossing, sighing, go to and fro. So, flitted means flew away quickly. Tossing means moving up and back suddenly. Sighing means breathing out slowly and noisily. To and fro means here and there. Okay? So children, here poet is giving the excuse for not doing his work on time. And the poet wants to tell us, start through this poem, the poet become a child and he want to do his work today. But a brown bird sang in the apple tree and a butterfly flitted across the field. What he's saying that a brown bird is disturbing me, sang in the apple tree, and a butterfly flitted across the field, and all the leaves were calling him to play. He's saying that all the leaves were calling me to play. And the wind went sighing over the land. The wind is blowing and making sound. Sighing means nothing, but whenever the wind blows, it makes sound like breathing out slowly and noisily. Tossing the grasses to and fro. Tossing means here moving up and back suddenly. And a rainbow held out its shining hand. What he's saying? And a rainbow also comes out from the sky and calling him to enjoy the nature. But he says that, what could I do? I should laugh or I should go. So he is telling that. Okay, he has to complete his work because of these reasons. He is giving the reasons. He is delaying his things. He is delaying, he is postponing his work. Okay. Let me tell you the summary once again. While the poet intended to do his homework that day, he was distracted by a brown bird. Means he has to complete his work, but he was distracted by the brown bird singing in the apple tree, the butterfly flitting across the field, the leaves calling out to him, the sighing wind tossing the grass, and the inviting rainbow. He had no choice but to laugh and go. Means he is not able to decide that what should he do. He should laugh or he should go. The poet became a child and he wanted to do his work today, but a brown bird sang in the apple tree and a butterfly flitted across the field. And all the leaves were all the leaves were calling him to play. And the wind went sighing over the land. Sighing means the wind blows, it makes sound like breathing out slowly and noisily. The sound which the wind makes. That is tossing, moving up and back suddenly. And a rainbow also comes out from the sky and calling him to come and enjoy the nature. But he says that, what should I do? I should laugh or I should go. So here the poet is little confused and he is delaying his work and giving the weird reasons. Okay? Giving the unnecessary reasons because he does not want to complete his work. So, but what we have learned from this poem? We should always complete our work on time. We should not delay our work. We should not postpone our work. Okay? We should always complete our work on time. Once again we will recite the poem. I meant to do my work today, but a brown bird sang in the apple tree, and a butterfly flitted across the field, and all the leaves were calling me. And the wind went sighing over the land, tossing the grasses to and fro. And a rainbow held out its shining hand. So what could I do but laugh and go? So here our poem explanation is over, children. Now listen here. What is written down? Time to answer from the poem. Now what we have to do here? Put a tick against all the reasons that the poet gives for not doing his work. What are the reasons the poet gives for not doing his work? First one, a brown bird sang in the apple tree. Yes, he is saying that a brown bird sang in the apple tree. That is correct. Second one, the ice cream man came with his truck. No. So he will not cross, only which is the correct one, we will tick. Okay. My friends called me out to play. No. Fourth one, a butterfly flitted across the field. That is correct. Put a tick mark on fourth one. All the leaves were calling me. Yes. Fifth one also. My dog wanted me to play with him. No. So don't mark anything. My mom asked me to buy some things for her. That is also not the reason. Eighth one. The wind went sighing over the land. Yes. Put a tick mark on eighth one. Ninth. A rainbow held out its shining hand. Yes, that is also correct. It was raining heavily. This is not there. So, what are the sentences? First one, fourth and fifth, and eighth and ninth. Okay? So, do this in your book. After that, come on the next one. Read between the lines. Answer these questions. Read between the lines. There are 2 questions. And this question answer you will get in the PDF. Okay? In your notes and homework section. Okay, children? Moving on to the next page. Time to speak. That is not there. Okay? So, in this lesson, we have to do the first exercise. This image also you will get, and read between the lines. There are 2 question answers you will get in the PDF. Okay? So this lesson is over. So children, this poem is over, and in this poem there is no question answer, there is no word meaning and answer the following reference to the context not there. Only read between the lines. 2 answers are there that you will get in the PDF. So before I'll wind up this session, let me wish you a Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year. Okay? So enjoy your winter holidays and complete all the subject work during the holidays. And I'll meet you in the new year. Okay, children? So till then, stay home, stay safe, and God bless you all.